I mean, if he could have a do-over, he's saying, man, I really shouldn't have come here. This is a dysfunctional organization. Here it is. This is a guy who led this team to the postseason last year. He's been the heart and soul of this team. I came here for that reason. You're going to tell me we want to see what Jarrett – it's a reason why Jarrett Stidham hasn't got any reps. He's not very good. So he's not the future of your organization. So what the hell you want to evaluate him for? So now this is the uncomfortable part of football, the business aspect. That 3 days, after the Super Bowl, they're probably going to release him before that to save money and replace him with who? And if I'm Davante Adams, I'm like, man, what am I doing here? I came here for this guy. I signed up for the reason he probably left.
You also went for money.
I mean, yeah, but he had the money in Green Bay. They offered him the same contract, but he was unsure about Aaron Rodgers' long-term future. So he was like, you know what? I don't want to be stuck with Jordan Love. Now you're telling me I'm stuck potentially with Jarrett Stidham or whoever Josh McDaniels decides to go out.
Stidham. The part I don't like on these things is when like Josh McDaniels gets up and says like, this is an opportunity to evaluate Jarrett Stidham. Like, stop.
For what?
Listen, let's just make sure everybody's very clear. This is so that Derek Carr does not get hurt and they owe him $40 million over the next 2 years.
Right.
Like, it is strictly for that. And so, like, I think when you hear that and then you realize, like, this also means that, like, you're going to move on from Derek Carr. Like, even though you're not saying it, that is exactly what you are doing. And look, you still have some season left. Like, that makes it
You're still praying for something.
They're not eliminated yet.
They're not eliminated. I think that's the most amazing part.
I think it can be kind of a long-term issue in terms of the trust that you have with Josh McDaniels when you start to do things like that.
That's the thing. Like, Davante came here. Now his buddy's going to be gone. And you're left with the head coach who literally we know is not telling the truth about the Jarrett Stidham thing. And it's the head coach who, again, not to pile on Jeff Saturday, since Jeff hopped off this set, McDaniels is the guy who's lost to Jeff Saturday.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the Raiders have blown leads of 20-0, 16-3. They let Baker come back in the final minutes and beat them. Like, there are bigger issues than just Derek Carr. And if you're Davante Adams watching, he needs to be in on the plan. We talked about Rodgers needed to be in on the Green Bay plan. Now the Raiders need to include Davante Adams in where are we going? Who is the quarterback? Because I came here because of the quarterback partly.
We've seen disgruntled receivers.
I have to believe that Josh McDaniels is being more honest with Davante Adams than he is in the press conference.
Nah.
Right? I mean, like you have to.
I don't.
You think he's in there telling Davante, hey, we really think Stidham.
No, but
No, I think he's getting whatever they told Derek Carr, which was probably not the truth.
Yeah, exactly. Anytime you pen an open letter to your friend, the season's not even over. It's concern. We all see the writing on the wall. They're moving on from Derek Carr, and I'm like, he said specifically, I came here to play with Derek Carr. So if I'm not with Derek Carr, is he going to become one of these disgruntled? It kind of reminds me the last time Josh McDaniels had a disgruntled receiver in Brandon Marshall, and he was throwing smacking footballs down in practice like it was volleyball. He was auditioning for beach volleyball.
And that didn't last very long.
So will Davante Adams say, move me? I don't care what you got to do. Get me up out of here.
How do they sell Davante on this?
You got to go out here and, you're going to have to go out here and try to go get a big dog. Like, Tom Brady.
Say it.
Tom Brady, something like that, because listen, at the end of the day, there's only 10 good quarterbacks in this league. You think Davante Adams is going to stand for we're going to try to draft a rookie and play with that when I'm making this?
He's 30 years old.
Right, he's on the back end. Yeah. He's on the back nine of his career. He doesn't want to hear, I gotta try to get a high draft pick rookie coming in and playing with you. Davante Adams doesn't want to hear that. You're going to have to try to sell him on some type of other big-name quarterback.
It isn't just about Davante. It's like you're trying to win. If you're the Raiders, the goal is to win, and you're playing in a division with other good quarterbacks. You've just decided, we're not going to go with Derek Carr. All right, tell me who's better. I get it. There are guys out there better. Who's better that you can get?
Right. The hope for the Raiders is that there's a plan. And
don't tell me
bring
Jimmy
up Brady. Those guys won a lot of games together, Brady and McDaniels.
The dude is collected unemployment. Man, this dude is old as hell.
I'm just saying it's a name. D. Wood said you need a big name to sell Davante Adams. Who's bigger
big dog
than that?
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.